Thank you for your questions. I'll be quick. The design lab, you can enter the website Social Businesspedia. This is one word, Social Businesspedia. Then you have all the information. We tried to build this Social Businesspedia to become one-stop information center for all about social business in Bangladesh, in many other countries that is happening. So this would be one starting point, or write to mail to Yunus Center to get more information about the design lab, particularly one monthly one that is live stream. About the problem that you mentioned about the farmers and so on, we need to sit down and see what is specifically how do you reduce cost and so on, how your methodology of it is, etc. And you mentioned the social entrepreneurship, same fine. I have not used the word social entrepreneurship in the entire speech that I gave. I was always using the word social business. So I would try to see your activity in a social business format, which I understand better, where you will be covering your cost, but nobody will be taking any personal profit out of it. So it will be cycled back into it. Many ways to improve the methodology, how it can be done, but unless I really understand the details, I would not be able to give you a good answer. Youth or women, it's a very simple solution. Young women, that's it. You don't have to either or, you combine both. So if you want to focus on something, that's an easy way to go. About the wind turbine, everything, yes, you come and visit us in the Gramin Shakti. Tell them what you're doing, how they can learn from you and use your facility there. So they'll be delighted to do that. Trust, in my presentation, I only meant by trust that there is no legal document to create a bond. See, people get married. That's a formal ceremonial thing that you tie two people together. It's a marriage. And then people live together. There is no papers, there is no ceremony, nothing. So that is the kind of thing. Here, we don't have any paper. You took the money, and I trusted you and gave you the money, and you pay back with the trust. Because if you walk away, I cannot go to somebody to cry and say, she ran away with my money. So what is the proof that you gave the money? I don't have a proof. I don't have a paper that is acceptable to the court. So what banks do, they will bring their lawyer and all those fine prints in the document to say that whatever if you don't do this, what are the punishments that will come to you? We don't have those punishment system in our country. This is based on trust. About the technology, the beauty of technology that every day it becomes cheaper. Technology is not a given thing. What technology, we never had telephone in our life, but somehow the Bell brought telephone. So we have technology, telephone. And we never thought there will be telephones in everybody's pocket. Not just one, maybe two. Everybody has it in the world. So that's it. And it becomes so cheap every day. And the technology changing so fast. I was just mentioning, I said, do you remember there's something called Walkman? Can you buy a Walkman in his shop? If you want to tell your younger brother, younger sister, there used to be Walkman, you will be surprised what it is. So you want to show him. Where would you take him to show? Probably a technology museum or something. CD player? You think about it, in your few years of age, what you have seen, changes of technology. That is the speed of change of technology. Today, you reflect yourself 10 years from now. What are the things that you'll be doing? What are the topics you'll be discussing? Imagine 25 years from now, which will be just about another period of time that you'll be at your life, which is the prime of your life, world will be completely different. I can guarantee you, in next 25 years, Indonesia will never be the Indonesia today. It will not be there. Even if you try to hold on to it, it will not be there. It will be something else, something very different. The task with us, it will be different. Will be good and different, or bad and different. That is the choice we have. That's why we have to get ready so that we make it better, much better than what we are when 25 years later. It will be completely different. 25 years back, world was different. Just to take the example of China. China was a poor country, still struggling, people didn't know whether it will survive. Nobody realized 25 years later, China will be the second largest economy in the world. And in the next 25 years, it will not take 25 years to go, China will be the largest economy in the world. It's guaranteed. Nobody can stop that. So this is the way things changes. There was used to be a country called Soviet Union. Probably you never heard of it. Most powerful, the superpower of the world. The Cold War suddenly disappeared. Just like that. One fine morning you say, Soviet Union gone, finish. Berlin Wall. What a thing, the Berlin Wall dividing a city. Suddenly, it just melted away. It doesn't exist. That's how history proceeds. Don't think this is the way we're going to end our life. No, not your life. Your life is so much faster. So much changes will happen. But the technology you're talking about, who is going to change the technology? You're waiting for Google to do it. You're waiting for the Americans to do it. You do it here. Technology is something you don't have to wait for somebody else somewhere else. It can be done right here at your own backyard. That's the challenge for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Pak Yunus. It is not easy to sort of summarize what he has done. I will not summarize, but if I'm allowed, I'm the moderator, so I allow myself to sort of what are the key feature that distinguish him with others. I think we need to take that into our lesson learned. He has presented the idea, he's presented what he has done, he's presented the visions. A few things that I think we need to take into our home and be our homework. He's very focused. Clear focus. He's very focused. And then number two, I took a note here. Always creative. See things from different perspective. Banks focus on the men, I focus on the women. When in this bank in the city, this is in the village. Very creative and think outside the box. Sometimes we only think and we optimize within the box, if we're lucky. But most of the time, we're boxed. And this is actually one of my questions when we were presenting. How do we liberate ourselves from the structure that has been imposed to us through structured educations that we have experienced the past few decades? And every one of us experienced that. And we need to liberate ourselves. He has liberated himself. And he was able to see things from perspective that is completely different. I think the Department of Economics, this kind of thinking is very rare. But we need to promote this further. And I think this is one of the things. Number three, liberate ourselves from the structure that is imposed to us through the kind of educations we experience. Number four is clarity. It's very clear in the thinking, is it not? Very clear in the thinking. And I think one of the problems we often experience, especially the youth, the idea is simple, the expression is very complicated. Okay? But his idea is actually complex, right? It's changing the society, and there is a complexity behind that simple expressions of let's provide the fund for those who are the have-nots. That is a simple idea, is it not? But behind that, there is a complex structure. And always, you've seen his speech, passion is there, very spirited. Do we have that spirit in our work? Do we have the passion in things that we're doing? If it's not there, let's bring it on. Let's put it there. Because that will make a difference on everything we're doing. So, you see the kind of change that is now transmitting from a small effort in middle of nowhere in Bangladesh. It's transmitted across the globe, but that will never take place. Had the person who initiated that is not putting his heart into what he's doing. So put our heart in whatever we're doing, and this will transmit, whatever idea, transmit, and very contagious. So, Yunus, thank you very much for the very inspiring speech. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you very much.
We have a definite